Hello, save-scumming tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Deuteros, but some changes. So the last time we played this, last episode like 3 or 4, or whatever we were up to, we were getting a little bit tilted, and it's been a few days. I've had a bit of an illness, just a stomach bug or whatever, so I haven't done a whole lot of streaming lately. It's a new stream, and it's a new day. I'm feeling fine, like, don't worry about old Blue, just a little bit under the weather. Luckily, it's not upper respiratory or anything, so I can still talk and not sneeze and hack. It's probably not the COVID, unless the COVID can give you a low fever and, like, stomach problems. You know what they are. I don't have to spell it out, but not much else. So, anyway, let's see. So, we're gonna use a new emulator today. I probably have to click in here and that'll start the game. No? Yeah, it starts the game. Okay. Anyway, new emulator. You can probably figure it out if you do a little bit of Google foo yourself. This is technically, the last one was FSUAE. This one is technically WinUAE, which is a better emulator, but if you try to set it up manually, you will waste half your life. So there might be a way to get someone else to set them up for you automatically. You could probably figure it out if you Google it. Anyway, this is better than the last one for a couple reasons. One thing is, it has speed mode. I actually don't know how the screen works. Like, I've tried changing things in here, it doesn't seem to matter. The game just plays faster always, whether I say toggle on or not, activate turbo or not. So, whatever, I don't really care. I don't know exactly how much faster it is, but it's faster, and that makes things way better. Because the game, it's the old Amiga style, and NES and so on style, where things just go really slowly, and I don't like that. This also gives us much more options. It's a little bit hard for you guys to read, perhaps, but there's a lot of options for graphic settings if you care about that kind of thing. You can apply filters and scaling and, you know, different little tweaks if you like that. It actually has audio controls that the last emulator did not have, so we could raise and lower the volume. We can change some some sound settings if you like. Not that the Amiga was known for an amazing audio. You can use, you know, we can set up your joypads and stuff if you like. Full input, select whatever you call these things, you know, input config. It's got even more graphic filters. By default, it has aspect ratio off, which means it just converts it to your monitor. So it would stretch things to fill 16:9 resolution modern monitors, which would possibly look a little weird for some people. I don't mind it very much, because I like just having the full screen. But for you guys, I'll keep it legit back to the original 4:3 that the game was designed for. And we can save and load, and we're gonna do that. So you can't see this screen, but I've got a few different save games. It's probably good you can't see, because some of the save files, you can type them in, like you can make your own save file, your file names. Some of the names of these files are a little bit bad. Not PG, because I was getting angry. So I've been playing a little bit off camera, and we've lost, because I switched emulators, we lost our save file from last time. Because, well, I probably could have made a fake floppy disk and then loaded from floppy in this different emulator. But the save states are rarely compatible between emulators, and I didn't want to mess with it. Plus, we kind of screwed up anyway. So let's talk about where we are and what's going on next. So, at the end of the last live stream, after dying and then reloading and then probably gonna die, we were right before, I think I saved it last time right after starting the war with the methanoids. So I think I waited a little bit longer here. That's the main difference is I've colonized some different starting moons and some stuff, and I built more of these IOSs. But I still haven't triggered the war. We're not actually at war yet. Can we see it anywhere? Can I prove that? Oh, I should turn my mouse speed down a little bit. That's probably easier. Can't see it anymore, but I think this would have told you, oh, the last bulletin would have been, oh, the methanoids declared war. So they're not talking about this, we're just talking about iOS. And we have, basically, we're ready to trigger the war. I've got the diplomacy over here outside of one of the methanoid bases, Titania, which is one of the moons of Saturn or something. And as soon as we dock and discuss, do another trade, basically, we've got, you know, the comms pod and something to trade. That'll trigger the war. So I'm just going to talk about what I prepared for, and then we'll get this going, basically. So, last time, without knowing it, I built 5 bases. Originally, it was Earth, Moon, I think it went Venus, Mars, Mercury. So I'd stuck to all of the inner planets for my first round, and then I triggered the war without colonizing anything else, because I didn't want to make the Methanoids mad, and I wanted to get that laser that you get from trade to trigger it. I mean, I didn't really know, but it turns out that as soon as you build as soon as you finalize a 6th factory, war is triggered instantly. So I actually built the right number of bases before building up, except I didn't build up enough. So I mean, that's good. It's kind of stupid. It's one of those, if you don't know, you just lose. But if you're just expanding and you get to 6 bases, they just attack, and you don't get the laser research until probably they destroy one of your bases, like we saw last time. So what have I done here? Well, I've got 5 almost complete bases, and also a bunch of construction ships with materials outside of all 5 of those bases. Huh, that's kind of peculiar. Why 5? Well, there's a limit of 16 bases, 2 per row and 8 rows. There are 6 Methanoid bases in the solar system, and that's the hard limit, counting yours and the Methanoids. So we cannot even start another factory on a different planet. It won't let us. So we'll have to either destroy some bases or whatever, or just accept that we're conquering the Methanoids. So there's 16 hard limit per system, and as well 16 hard limit of these kinds of ships. So that's what I've done. I've prepared as many bases as we can. I still, you know, we're still having, some of these ships are on transport. We've got Venus to Earth, Moon to Earth, Earth to Oberon, and Ariel and Oberon, as well as Earth to Ariel. So my 2, like, I've got Earth, Venus, Moon. That's kind of the same as last time. But this time I colonized Ariel and Oberon. Where are Ariel and Oberon? Well, wouldn't you like to know? Not Neptune, Uranus. So Oberon is the last moon of Uranus. I don't remember exactly why I picked all of these, but iron, titanium, aluminum is good. Hydrogen and hydrogen methane gives you fuel, and palladium is very valuable for building drones. So, like, this is a pretty good planet. I was going to colonize Titania because it also has hydrogen, methane, and this time palladium, silver, gold. But my plan failed when it turns out there was already a base here. So instead, I colonized Ariel, which is not nearly as good. It does have hydrogen, methane for fuel, and platinum, gold, but overall, it's not as good as Titania. We will also build a base at Miranda. I've not finished this one, but it's nice to have them all nearby. So we'll have a lot of bases in the Uranus system. And so that's Miranda's right there. Then we've got Leda, which is in Jupiter, Ganymede, which is in Jupiter, Phoebe, which is at Saturn, and Titan, which is in Saturn. So just to give you a little bit of an idea of why I picked those, Saturn, Phoebe has iron, titanium. It also has hydrogen, methane, and gold. The 2 most important resources for drones are your basic metals, and I think it's, was it palladium and gold, I think? So that's what you really want to focus on early on. And then Titan, also good, titanium, hydrogen, methane, again for fuel. Although soon we won't need to worry about this, but right now fuel is kind of a big deal for our drone carriers. And then, you know, palladium and platinum and silver. These are all pretty good bases. There might be better ones, I don't know. I didn't do a ton of spreadsheeting. We also set up Ganymede, you know, iron, titanium, hydrogen, methane, platinum. You might be seeing a trend here of what I'm trying to prioritize. And then the last one that's ready to go is Leda, iron, titanium, copper, hydrogen, methane, and then a couple rare resources. So it makes my life a lot easier. There was something else I probably will colonize if I can. I think it's at Saturn. I have it on my list of my to-do list. Tethys was going to be my 7th station, or whatever we're up to. 11th, whatever. Because, again, it's pretty good, and I need more palladium. I'm pretty sure I'll need more palladium. But, basically, I can't build any more right now because, you know, the methanoids have a bunch of bases. What we'll probably do, actually, because the methanoids have a base on Jupiter. Jupiter is terrible. So we're going to destroy Jupiter's base and then build one on Tethys instead. Because this base is, like, garbage. Helium is nice and all for fuel later on. But overall, this place is a complete waste. It's just 2 resources for nothing. They've also got a base on Uranus, which is fine. Uranus has got lots of good stuff. And you do need some helium. So you got to take one of the helium planets, and there's only 2. They also have Titania, which is great. They've also got Neptune, which is pretty good. Palladium again. They've also got Triton, which is fine. I don't see anything wrong with Triton. And finally, Pluto. So our goal here, our quick goal, is we need to get drones and conquer the 6 methanoid colonies in our solar system as quickly as we can, because the longer it takes, the bigger the attacks will be. So it actually, like, we need to get over 200 drones onto one ship and start destroying these things, like, lickety-split. And that's why we've pre-built up, just to speed us up as much as possible. So hopefully that's enough, like, backlog of what's going on. Otherwise, for prep, you know, we're the standard, same as before. We've got all the normal research done. We've got shuttles moving things into space from all of our colonies. We've got... I mean, you could have a bit of an idea of what kind of stocks I built up. The best strategy would have been to leave it on advanced time for about 24 hours of real time, and come back when all of your stocks are at like 50,000. Just wait a day if you're playing along. Just leave it on super speed, and before you trigger the war, build up like 20, 30, 40,000 of all resources. That's going to be the best, because if you go too quickly in this game, you just lose. So you might as well just stave here, go to sleep. Nothing will happen. Just leave it on fast forward overnight, and then in the morning, you know, then you're ready to go. But I didn't do that. I just wasted, you know, a couple years building up, and you know, I think I've got enough. I'm pretty confident we've got enough resources right now, but if you're playing along for the first time and you don't want to do save scumming, you'll want more. Other than that, I mean, I've tried... This is going to be really complicated building all these 5 bases up because I've got so many ships parked everywhere right now. But I do have a lot of the orbital frames ready to go. I've got artisans ready to go. We've got some resources to start building our first set of... stuff in the bases. We've got like R-frames to build the resource depots on the ground. You know, I've got quite a lot of stuff, and we'll try to get going as quick as we can. Oh, also one last thing of note for recap. I did try more asteroid mining. This is the right time to be doing asteroid mining to get more of these valuables. It's a complete waste. I had like 10 or so of these ships on asteroid mining duty. It's just garbage. They get 1 asteroid every 500 days or so. So even now, we would have only had like 2 or 3 cycles per ship. And it's 500 resources per ship. So even with 10, that would be 5,000 resources, maybe 3 or 4 times total by now. And it takes a lot of work to get it all set up, and it's just not very efficient. So you might have a little bit more platinum or palladium, whatever you focused on. But... I mean, like 5,000 more after hundreds and hundreds of days and years. It's just too much work for not enough benefit. It's better to just let the time progress if that's what you want. So, let's begin. So, the diplomacy. Engage. Also, the text scrolls so much faster now. Alright, thank you. So yes, and then you leave, you get attacked, you turn your engines back on, and then you go back to the nearest planet. Then you dock. Actually, while we're docking, there's so much stuff we need to do right now. I'm gonna start the research progress, but now that we've triggered the war, essentially, there's a timer. There's like 400 or so days. I forget the exact number. Maybe 300 to 400 days before we get our first attack. And we basically just need to build as many drones as we can. So getting these bases up as quickly as possible is the plan. But before I do that, because I'll just forget, the other most important thing is to get this researching. Alright. So that's done. We don't need the grapple anymore. What's this base? Okay, so we've dropped off the laser the guy told us about. We've done this before. Start researching. Bam. Meanwhile, I'm going to start at the bottom. We're going to start building our bases up. So Ganymede, we've got the orbital frame. Boom. Base complete. And see, this is what happens when you build 6 bases. This means war. But they already started the war, so it doesn't even really matter. If you did this rather than the trade, you wouldn't get the laser. So always do the trade first, but then have your bases ready to go if you want to min-max. Alright, so we've got a base ready at Ganymede. We can dock and drop off some artisans. We've got one at Leda ready to go. Dock, drop off artisans. I only built up 3 expert artisans. You could have built up like 5 extras if you really wanted. I'm just tired of training them up, basically. O-frame is the second slot. Bam! 3 bases operational. Just, well, not quite, but 3 bases started. I believe we've got some more ready to go over here. Well, we just started recently, Luke. You just missed the intro. I'm sure someone in chat can explain what's been going on. That's a lie. No one knows what's going on. Alright. So, that's 5 bases finished. Those first 5 ships are all docking. The Diplomacy actually had its engine damaged. So if we want to use this one, we probably should equip a new engine, which we don't have, because I forgot about one of these. We'll build a new engine for them, and we're going to change this to transferring supplies. Now, you could definitely micromanage the supplies you want to bring to set up your first few bases. What I'll probably just do is try to auto-do it, auto cargo it, because it's a real hassle to micromanage. I just want to get the bases started, and then we're going to let all these iOS ships just bring over the resources to get it started. But yeah, if you want to micromanage every one of these bases, you can bring them the manual supplies so that they can build their first like auto operations computer, their first shuttle, tool pod, R-frames to build the thing, derricks down to get the derricks going. You know, you can get all of that automated. Alright, so we're building the iOS drive unit. We do have quite a lot of derricks just sitting around ready to get used. I'm not sure if I have quite enough. It's 8 per base. Did I bring... I'm just looking for more derricks to see if I should be building some more. We'll have to build a few more derricks, but that's fine. Anyway, let's start going. Alright, so everyone's landed. The Diplomacy is waiting for its new engine, and then we're going to send it off from Ariel. This is going to be a rough few turns. Like, I promise. It's going to be difficult. But once this is over, it'll go a lot quicker. So, artisans out. Equip the artisans to the first base. Drop off a bit of fuel so we can equip the first shuttle once we get that going. And drop off some titanium. And then get out of the way. So we're just going to start at the bottom. The this is the Ganymedes transfer ship. Started at Ganymedes. The Leda transfer ship is going to do exactly the same thing. Drop off artisans. Equip them. Drop off a little bit of titanium. Get out of the way. Oh, I forgot to drop off the fuel. Whatever. No big deal. Someone else will drop off some fuel in Leda. We don't need all that much to get started. Miranda, same idea. Except don't forget to leave some fuel. Lord Farquaad. It's Farquaad. Forever. Alright. Don't end turn. Alright. That's 3 bases. Titan also landed. These guys are dropping off our frames, because who knows. That's all I just, you know, I prepped some of this stuff up. Alright, get out. Should have dropped off some fuel, whatever. I missed a couple. Because these bases didn't have the engineers ready to go, they can't really build anything, so they're kind of lower priority. Titan and Phoebe. I just didn't have enough engineers to get going. Alright, so those 5 ships landed and are now leaving. Diplomacy's waiting for its new engine. Now let's dock the second set of... Basically, we've got 10 ships. 2 per new base. Boom, everyone landed and undocked. Alright. T2 for Phoebe. That's the second Phoebe transport, assuming I'm doing this correctly. Drops off some goods. Leaves some fuel. And takes off. Next up is these ones up here. The second Ganymede ship does the same thing. Most of the second run is just resources. So right now we're just trying to get the basic resources to the places to start building stuff. As quickly, and again, this is a lot of micromanagement, I definitely understand. But the sooner we get this set up, the more drones we'll have and the easier things will be. And it's just kind of the way this game works. There's a reason why I said the game is bad. It's not great. And there's no way you would know that you could or should do this your first time playing. You might be watching this going, Blue, this is dumb. Why are you spending so much time micromanaging every single second? Well, the drone attacks are overwhelming if you don't get on top of things quickly. Alright, so second round of transfers are there. Now, for now, all of these new bases are closer to Ariel and Oberon. It would have been better if I'd micromanaged one more little detail. Because I'm building 5 bases in, basically Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter, it would have been better to build one of my first bases here, and then have, like, prep bases in the same asteroid, or the same moon system, because it takes less time to travel. But my 2 bases are Oberon and Ariel, so Miranda will go quickly, but the other ones are going to be a little bit further flights. It's going to take a little bit longer. Phoebe's pretty close, but the stuff over by Jupiter is going to take a little while. Okay, so where's my first Miranda ship? Miranda is going to go directly to Ariel, because they're 1 step away. Phoebe is also going to go to Miranda because it's pretty close. Or Ariel's the one that's ready. Okay. Titan will go to Oberon. Uranus, Oberon. I'm just going to split them up kind of 50-50 to the 2 bases. Ariel and Oberon have a lot of resources, but we do need to be a little bit careful. The Leda transport will go to Ariel without micromanaging this too much more. And the Ganymedes transport will go to Oberon. That puts 3 at Ariel, 5 at Oberon. And then, you know, we've got 5 more ships once we get started here. It's a slow motion train wreck. Yeah, I know. It's definitely not fast. Meanwhile, back on Earth, we are researching the new laser. So it's coming. It's coming. So 5 ships on the way back. Let's set off the next 5. Miranda to Ariel. This is where it gets really easy to get confused. Didn't I already do... I think I forgot to send one of them back. I must have forgot to hit engage. Ariel to Miranda. Oops. Yeah, we missed... I misclicked. We're doomed! Alright. We're just gonna have a bit of a backlog. It's gonna take a while to get out of Ariel because there's gonna be a lot of ships arriving at the same time. All right, let's just get this set up. I'm gonna automate it soon. Don't worry. It's just really the first trip that we can't automate. And also, I have good news. In the future, once we get past this section, we won't need to ever do this manually again for transporting resources around. So, this won't last forever. This is kind of the last hurrah of bad inventory management. Oh, convenient. So remember last time where I lost my laser because they destroyed my ship? And then we did not learn how to build lasers until after they destroyed our colony? Well, it turns out that sometimes if you build that extra base, you actually just get the research without having to unlock the laser anyway. So, I wouldn't rely on this one, but as it turns out, we can save ourselves however long it takes to research the fusion laser and just go straight to the battle drone. That's great. That saves us another, like, week of time. We'll research it later on, but this just leads to these two, so why bother? Alright, Miranda, Tier 2, Dock. Oh, the diplomacy is going to be in the way. Have you finished building that, please? We're going to be stuck here waiting for the stupid drive to finish. Miranda. We've got one at Ariel. The Miranda transport. I probably forgot to hit engage on that as well. Alright, so everything's going to be delayed at Ariel. Ariel's real bad right now. Can I please equip my engine? I shouldn't have... Well, I don't know what I should have done, but whatever, it's fine. We got 2 ships waiting to dock at Ariel. 3 ships. Okay, the Oberon ship can dock at least. Can you please... There we go. Alright. So this guy is kind of extra. What I'll do is... I'm going to try to get Miranda set up as quickly as possible because it's the closest one. So what it needs is copper and silver, basically. And then eventually, like, silica and stuff. So, what we can do right now manually, also manual. Copper, silver, silica, and out you go, and you're going to... you're going to Miranda rights. Alright, so the diplomacy is going to get out of the way. One of the Miranda transports is going to dock. The other ones are just going to have to wait outside of Ariel for a little while. The Oberon one is also docking. The Oberon one is going back to Titan. Titan doesn't... It's not one of my high priority ones because it doesn't have the engineers ready yet. But we've only got the top 3 resources. So... let's load up manual-like. 1, 2, 3, so carbon. Right. We do have quite a lot of supply pods stocked up. I built a lot of stuff ahead of time. Carbon, copper, and silver are the most important starting resources. That's what you need to build your AOC, your automatic construction. Okay, so Oberon, one of the Oberons is leaving. There's another Oberon one that can land. Dock. Okay, Miranda. This is very complicated. What's going on at Ariel? Somebody else docked in Ariel. The second Miranda ship. Okay, so Miranda has the diplomacy on the way. In fact, the diplomacy is already there. It's so fast. Copper, silver, silica. Let's, on the second trip, like this is not going to take very long. Miranda's going to be set up in no time. I keep saying it's not going to take very long. Like, it's going to take a couple hours. But I'm going to go as quick as I can. Let's manually send them some bonus stuff. Give them their derricks. And give them their R-frames. So they don't have to construct them. They have to construct the shuttle no matter what, for now. But they don't have to construct some things. So 2 R-frames to build the base on the ground, and a derrick to load up the mining once we get that started. Alright. Get out of the way. Okay. So Miranda... Ariel is on the way out. Next aerial ship can dock. Oberon has nothing. No one's at Oberon right now. Until next turn. Oberon's further away a little bit. Great! Click turn. Alright. Meanwhile, at Miranda. Should I have started this last turn? No, I didn't have the silver yet. Wait. It's fine, it's fine. Just getting a little confused. Ariel. This is the diplomacy at Ariel. Weren't you supposed to leave? You got the silver. So this is supposed to be going to Miranda. I messed that up. Ariel. Ariel, Miranda, Miranda, Ariel, Ariel, Ariel. The Miranda T2 is dropping off the derricks. That worked. The diplomacies at Ariel is leaving. I shouldn't have docked that. That's supposed to be traveling. Dang it. It's so complicated. This guy was supposed to dock to Ariel. Meanwhile, the Titan needs to go to Titan. Nobody else is Oberon. This is great. This is so good. Go to Miranda. On... I keep not engaging the engines. That's the problem here. This is so... I'm sorry, everyone. I told you this game is bad. Launch. Let's get the Phoebe stuff going. Okay, Miranda Tier 2, drop off your stuff. Actually, not here. The silver. Okay, this stuff's at Miranda. Great. Good. Hooray. You've got nothing. You're at Ariel. I just gotta remember Ariel and Oberon to pick up. Titan T2 is dropped at Oberon, so we want to send stuff to Titan. We've already sent them some carbon, copper, and silver. Titan is not even going to have the engineers yet, but whatever. Let's give them some more stuff. It's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, good point. Good point. They've already got their R-frames. Let's send them the ACC for the shuttle they'll eventually get. And all the derricks. And... okay, hold on. What do we got at Titan right now? 1, 2, 3. The first 3. Once we just... you know, maybe I should have just focused on these one at a time. I don't know. Carbon, copper, silver. So they're going to need a little bit of silica to get started. I think. Look, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just clicking the buttons. Go. Oh, look, it's the not methanoid aliens. Well, that's just as good as my explanation of what I'm doing. Okay, so over on Miranda, right? We've got goodies, yes! Drop off all the goodies. Alright. And you're actually going to leave your admiral for now. And over in engineering, we're going to build the auto... No, not that one. Auto operations computer. So this is what we're sending all the things off. You need the 5 basic metals and the silver to build the AOC. That's the first thing you want to build, then you can queue up all the shuttles and stuff. So we've got enough things to build the AOC, but you do need silver, carbon, aluminum, titanium. And then we'll need iron and copper to build the shuttles. Okay, so this, you know, Miranda's basically ready to go. Orbiting Miranda. Yes. We're going to drop off one more manually. And the one that's in Miranda right now, we're going to already set up the auto... Because this is so dumb. So this is just Miranda to Ariel. We just need one. They're so close together. How do I do it? I know what I'm doing. Alright, you're just going to equalize most things for now. We'll leave the gases out of it, because we don't really need to move the gases around at this moment. Hydrogen, deuterium, methane, and helium. But there we go. And let's start at the top. And go. So it's not going to pick anything up from Miranda. It's going to pick up things from Ariel right now. And that, like, Miranda's going to be mostly done. It's fine. It's fine. Meanwhile, what's going on? There's so much stuff going on. It's easy to get confused, guys. Let's queue up some more derricks as we're going to run out. Meanwhile, we are researching. Don't worry. We're working on that laser. It's coming. I think I dropped... Nobody's at Titan yet. So if the name of the ship is at Ariel or Oberon, it's ready to pick stuff up. Phoebe's trying to dock with Ariel. Both Phoebes are trying to dock with Ariel. One of them has. Okay. What do we need at Phoebe right now? Not the first 3. Okay, we're getting there. Don't worry. I can figure it out. Just gotta put up with this for another 5 hours, and then the game's gonna be the same, but slightly different. Maybe I should have just set this up automatically anyway, rather than trying to manually do it. Anyway, Phoebe's stuff. What else is going on? Anyone at Oberon? Nobody at Oberon. We should dock someone at Oberon. Titan's already, like, set up. No, wait, hold on. This guy's got stuff. Engage. Okay. I really want to get Leda and Ganymede going because they've already got the engineers. So Ganymede transport should dock and pick stuff up. Leda will go after that. Ganymede and Leda. Over at Ariel. Let's not do another Miranda transport right now because Miranda's already ready to go. I guess we're waiting for Phoebe to dock at Ariel, but Leda needs to dock as well. It might even be more important. I don't know. We'll see who gets in first. Boom. So much progress. I know, guys. I know. Trust me, I know. If you're fast forwarding in the future, I don't blame you. Blue resource management. Okay. First thing, people not moving. You're just waiting to dock. You're orbiting Ariel. You need to move. Go to Phoebe. Thank you. Titan. Is at Titan. You can dock. You're waiting to pick stuff up. You're waiting to pick stuff up. At Ariel, we've got the Phoebe second transport. So the first transport already left with carbon, copper, and silver. The second Phoebe transport can bring over some other goodies that aren't resources, because we've got all the basic resources. Hey there, T-Dogs. You've picked a great time to show up. Nothing. We don't have anything to send to Phoebe. You know what we can do? This guy can automate. Alright. So, Phoebe T2, right off the bat, we're going to set you to automate transport. We're going to need one of these to every one of our new bases. Basically, haha. Basically, one per base. So, the sooner I get these set up, the less I have to micromanage, and, you know, it's fine. Sometimes getting things started quicker is better, but is it really quicker? I don't know. It is terrible, and I would not recommend you ever play it, but once I start a thing, I have to try to finish it, T-Dogs. What's going on at Oberon? We've got the Ganymede transport. I think this is the first one. The first one to get docked. I wish you could move these around the order. Okay, yeah, so this is the first one to get there. Ganymedes needs all the stuff. Everything, it's got the first 4. I really want to get this one going quicker. So copper, I want to manually fill it up. Copper, silver, silica, and that will let this guy start building the thing we're building in Miranda, the AOC. Once we get these things going, it's just much easier. Okay, Ariel's... Ariel has nothing. Nobody docked last turn? What is going on here? The derricks and the R-frames, it just needs to build a shuttle and a tool pod and a supply pod to start moving stuff around. So, you know, Miranda's mostly ready to go. And you do need to leave actual admirals here to even do that. But Miranda, good. Ariel, what's going on? Nothing. Nobody docked at Ariel again. Somebody needs to dock at Ariel. Nobody at Ganymede. We do have someone at Titan. Did I set up an automated Titan run yet? Because I might do that right now. I think what I'll do is I'm going to rename them as I automate them. So I can, like, just like Gany Auto or something. So, ACC is engaged. Let's just call this Phoebe Auto. Phoebe Auto. Sure. Autocratic Phoebe. It's just going to be a little bit quicker to figure out which ones are what. Phoebe Auto. There should be one more auto I already did. Not counting the starter ones. If you can't follow along, I don't blame you. The game is nuts. Ariel Oberon Titan. Earth Ariel. This guy doesn't even have an ACC equipped, so don't try and do that. The bottom 3 don't even have ACCs, so be careful. You've got no idea what's going on and you're happy. Well, that's the right spirit. Who the heck? I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm sure I set up a second ship. Oh, it was the diplomacy that I set up. So I sent... Oh, right. So the diplomacy I sort of downgraded to Miranda. Alright, that's what happens. Alright, that's the Miranda. I'm going to be annoyed by the capitaling there. There. Okay. So Miranda auto. Phoebe auto. We've got 2 automated ones right now. I was just looking at Titan because now that Titan's got the basic stuff, all it actually needs right now is the engineers. It could build the auto operations computer, but it doesn't have the engineers to build anything. So for now, Titan ship can just start moving stuff around. Back again. But yeah, I mean, this is just going to be rough for a little while. If this doesn't scare you off of the game, you're not listening. Alright, that's our 3rd automation. We just need 5. So there's 2 more that need to be auto, and then I need to manually just get things set up. Okay. What else are we doing? Ganymede, Leda, Miranda. Nobody at Ariel. Nobody at Oberon. Hopefully no one else is waiting for orders. Let's see how that research is doing. We're researching better than we're building our bases. I do promise that this won't be as bad in the future. Okay, Miranda transport number 2 is probably not going to do any more Miranda transports, but I'll send it to Ariel. Because Miranda doesn't really need anything else right now. I think I leave the Miranda transport with the cryopod. Tool, cryo. Yeah, I leave that one outside of Miranda because I need to transport the engineers to the 2 bases at the bottom. You can actually just go wait outside Miranda because Miranda's ready to go. It's gonna be fine. Fine. You're docking. You have docked at Ariel. So the Leda. What do we need in Leda? I think I've already sent 1 backup ship, right? Leda T2. No, I've docked Leda 2. Oh boy. I've docked both Leda ships at the same time. Is that what happened? Leda T2, empty, ready to go. Leda T1, docked, ready to get picked up. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. The Leda at Oberon can bring... Well, there's not a lot of stuff here. Our frame. And, what would be my sorry, what do I need over here? Copper and silver from Oberon. Hey, at least we've got cool music in the background, right? Alright, that's good enough for this guy. Head over back to Leda. And then the other one at Ariel, I might just automate right now just to get the Leda transport automated. Yeah. This is fine. This is fun. Do I win if the numbers are equal? Basically, I'm just trying to build these bases so they can start producing resources so that we can start building attack drones to fend off the oncoming invasion as quickly as possible. And quickly, I mean in terms of game time, not real time, because clearly we have lost in terms of real time. Luckily, it's not a real time strategy. Alright, so this is going to be the Leda auto. And we're going to start with silica, actually, because that's one of the few things I didn't already send. We've got all of the 5 basic resources and silver, but we're going to start with silver. Or silica. Automate. That's 4 automation ships. The other ships will have to handle the starter resources to get things going. We're expecting Leda and Ganymedes to take a little longer because they're further away. Alright. Click. One more tick. Bam. Progress. Okay, the Miranda Rights is outside of Miranda. This is going to be... Once Miranda is ready, these guys are going to pick up the engineers off of Miranda and send them to, like, Titan, probably. So I should... We're going to go, That's going to make a lot of sense. You guys can figure out what that means. But that's why I didn't click it. That's why it's just going to wait in orbit. The Leda is at Oberon. It needs to go to Leda. The Titan is at Titan. It needs to drop stuff off. The Miranda is at Ariel. It needs to go somewhere else. Why don't we set up the last automation one with this one? Because we don't need Miranda that bad. I think Leda... Okay, hold on. We've done 4. We've got Leda automatic. Phoebe automatic. Titan automatic. Miranda. So that's the 4. What's the one I'm missing? Gani? Titan, Phoebe, Leda. Titan, Leda, Miranda, Phoebe. Yes, Ganymedes is the one missing. So what we're gonna do is send him to Ganymedes, the furthest one away. This is the one that's gonna take the longest to get built. It's gonna go there, and it's gonna pick up, after it docks at Ariel, all the stuff we need to go back and forth. Alright. It's fine. This is natural. This is engaging gameplay. How's that research? Look at that. We're almost done researching drones. On the plus side, we've already finished the Miranda engineer. So now we've got automated computer. Shuttle. One tool. And you've got your derricks and your R-frames. So this one's like, it's going to go so fast. Mertit bus. You're going to dock and pick up some engineers. Get that to Titan so I can start. Meanwhile, Phoebe's at Phoebe, dropping stuff off. Oberon to Ganymedes. This is like our first Ganymedes delivery, so I want to make sure they get the basic stuff. So, manually fill. It's all in preparation, yes. This is all prep work for what we saw last time where we lost. Did it have copper? Oh, so bad. I can't remember what I'm doing. Yes, all the way down to carbon. All the way down to carbon. Bring some silver. Oops. Just take that off for a second. Put it back on. It's totally fine. Bring some silica. Alright. You're going to leave. Take the important load to Ganymedes. Is anyone docked at Ariel? Yes. You need to go to... not Miranda. Was this the one I was going to set up to go to Ganymedes? I know I just figured this all out. Yes, Ariel to Ganymedes. I should have renamed it earlier. Ganymedes auto. Perfect. I docked because it didn't have supply pods before I could set it up. This will be our 5th auto. We don't need to set up any more after this. And then the other ships just need to get things started, moving some humans around, basically. I know the music makes it sound like we have won, but we are losing. We'll start at silver, I guess. Alright, go for it. There we go. Silver, gold, silica. Nice. Okay. With more ships automated, that's... Like, we just automated 5 ships. That's 5 less things we have to think about. So that's good. I thought I docked somewhere. Yeah. So, Titan, we need to drop some stuff off, if I can figure out how to do that. ACC saves us having to build one later on, doesn't really make much difference. Derricks are good. And drop off your silica. And get out of the way, basically. Your trade ships can't drop things off as long as there's somebody docked in there right now, so... Okay. Is that everything for this turn? Because you can't progress if someone is docked and not leaving, we need to pick up the engineers off Miranda and send them to Titan. That's what the Mir Tit bus is for. Ariel's got nothing. Oberon's got nothing. No one is away. Good. Next. Are we losing? I'm losing my mind. I don't know about you guys. You probably are. Alright. The whole point of this one is really just the engineers. Get these guys moving to Titan. Okay. Team Titan is already at Titan. I don't know what I'm doing with that one yet. Ganymede is at Oberon. Needs to go to Ganymede. Anyone else docked recently? I wish I could remember what these symbols mean. So left is launching. Leftwards is... So left, long left is already scheduled to leave. Small left is waiting for instructions. So I need to find these and these. Those are the ones that are waiting for input, basically. So, Phoebe is on Phoebe. We need to drop stuff off. No, just leave it, please. Imagine if the game was going at a quarter speed or whatever it normally goes at. Just imagine. Okay, now you can leave. That was Phoebe. Which has enough... How do I always do this? How do the 2 bases that don't have engineers get all their resources before the 2 that are engineered? Like, we've got the engineers here, we just don't have the resources. I obviously didn't prepare enough. Alright. No one is waiting around except this guy at Titan. Let's send him to Oberon. If I need to pick anything up, Oberon or Ariel or our pickup spots. In space, no one can hear you scream. But you guys can hear me. How's that research? Oh, we're almost done the research. We're getting there. It's getting closer. Alright, the Phoebe base, going back to Ariel. It's gonna start speeding up. There's gonna be less to do every turn as we start. It was really just that one little crunch. But now look how much faster it's going. What just happened? So, I did it again. I just launched and then landed. For no reason. You need to go to Titan. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Go to Titan. Okay. How's that research? We're done! We know how to build drones. This is why we need all of these resources. They're expensive. Eventually we'll learn how to launch them. But for now, Starter bases. Start building me drones. We're gonna need hundreds, thousands of them in the long run. And because we've got the automated computer, we just let them build them forever. I'm sorry, Thor. The big picture is trying to get these 5 bases set up. These 5 bases are going to build us drones while we start getting resources moved from these, and then they will build drones in the fewest number of turns possible. In theory. But yeah, no, I'm struggling as well. Titan 2 is at Oberon. I just want to make sure I've got the transport set up already, so all I need right now is to make sure I've got a couple crew pods ready to go. I just did the thing I'm not supposed to do. Yeah, we don't really have... I've already kind of, I've already sent off all of my derricks and stuff. All the pre-built things are already out. So there's not much more we can do. But that crew pod to move stuff around. Drones starting to get built. The resources we need to start building the computer is already set up for Leda and Ganymede. We're just waiting for them to get there. There were no more stocks on Oberon. We've already sent off the derricks. And the R-frames. Those are the things that would have saved us a bit of time if we had some more... It would have been nice if we had a bunch... So yeah, like Ariel's got a bunch of R-frames. I could send those off if I think about it. Just build the Death Star already? I wish. Believe me, I wish. Here, have a couple starter derricks. We're going to launch this one and send it to the furthest one away. It's going to take the longest to get Ganymede set up. There's just too many ships. I don't know how you're supposed to keep track of all of this stuff. We'll just do like one at a time. It's so much easier. And less efficient. Alright, now they're building their AOC. In Titan, we need to not hog the dock. And then once that's done, we'll send the engineers over to Phoebe, which is pretty close. At some point, I do need to keep an eye on it. The silver will get dropped off here. At Ganymede right now. And at Leda right now. See, I gotta keep an eye on things. Oberon, we're just gonna ignore that one for now. Everything arrived at Ganymede at the same time. Classic. Alright. We brought over a little bit too much to Ganymede, just the way this all worked out, whatever. So Ganymedes can immediately start the AOC. Get building. Leda should also have the stuff required. Or not. I docked the wrong... Well, we'll see. Maybe I docked the right one. Okay, good news! Everyone has the resources they need to get started. We just need to move the engineers from Titan to Phoebe, and I do need to drop off pilots to get the shuttles to build the resource bases on the ground. So there is that. Things are starting to automate a little better. Okay, so just to double check, we've got admirals on Miranda ready to go. We've got admirals on Titan. Those are going to be the first two ready to go. Ganymedes does not have one. Leda does not have one. So I need to drop off some admirals at Gani, Leda, and Phoebe, or just pilots in general. You do not have any pilots. You do not have any pilots. You do. You're at Oberon. And you do, and you're at Titan. So the Titan is going to carry the engineers to Phoebe, and that'll be engineers, and we'll drop off the pilot of the Mir Tit bus, which is now going to be the Tit Gan bus. I think. No. Naming is very important. Titful bus. Makes perfect sense. And then I need to send pilots over to like Ganymede or Leda, which we can do from here. We could also do it with our automated ships that have admirals, but I don't want to undo any of that right now. Well, I say that. Leda and Ganymede needs one. Let's see. What we can do, maybe. Leda Autonomous is on the way to Ariel right now. Ganymede Autonomous is on the way to Ariel. Alright, so forget it. What I will do instead is send the Oberon, the Titan, which is now Gany pilot. Send him to Ganymedes, drop off a pilot. If I can remember where anything is. Alright, good enough. We're getting there. We're getting there. Apparently, I sent more stuff here than I needed to. Classic. Where are we even? Ganymede. Oh look! We don't have to send that one to Ganymedes. We've got one. Ganymede transport, get out of the way. Alright, so what I'm gonna actually do, instead of Gany pilot, this means we've got enough pilots for all the stuff I was talking about. We just need to go to Leda instead. Alright, that's fine. Just course correction. Hey there, Bone. Welcome to Terrible Game 101. Never designed this game. Orbiting Titan, waiting for that AOC to get finished. Miranda, just waiting for the shuttles to get going. Other than that, you know what we could have done? You know, we didn't have to construct the tool pods. We could have dropped them off. But, you know, whatever. It's going to take 5 days to build it. Do we need 5 days? That's like one extra drone. Every 5 days is one drone. That's why I'm trying to do this so efficiently. Like, we are building drones right now. Don't get it wrong. We've got one drone already. But we need hundreds. Hundreds! We gotta scale up. Okay, you're just hanging out at Ganymedes. Nothing to do. You're hanging out at Leda. Nothing to do. You're waiting for Titan to finish. Ganymede is on. Ganymedes launching. No one else is just hanging out. Okay. Waiting. 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 Good. Yeah, we should have 5 automated plus 6 more not automated. Which means right now there's only a couple that I'm manually controlling. 2. And we can figure out what they are by the Leda pilots and the R-frames to Ganymede. Those are the only 2 that I'm manually controlling right now. We've got the first 3 AOCs. Titan. Actually, got 4 AOCs already set. Phoebe's going to be a little bit delayed. Once the red light turns off on Miranda, that means the shuttle and the pods are ready to go. But it's going to start up again in a second, because, you know, see. Titans is done, though, which means the Tightfo bus is going to dock and pick up those engineers. And now that it's got its stuff, we're going to go shuttle. Just one shuttle. And tools. And then we will send them down, build the orbital factory. We're almost there on Miranda. We don't have the tool pod yet. Pick up the engineers. Launch, and we're going to... No, Leda. Sorry, Phoebe is actually the only place that doesn't have engineers. Never mind, got it wrong again. Yeah. I said Phoebe and clicked... Yep. Classic blue. Completely lost. Alright. Tight Phobos. Bring in the artisans. YouTube giving you a hard time, Luke? YouTube gotta do what YouTube gotta do. Alright. AOCs are getting finished now. Things are starting to speed up. We're getting there. Waiting for those pilots. Dropping off the engineers. And also those pilots. And then getting out of the way. What I should do is equip the engineers. That's the last AOC started. Tool pod's basically done. Pilots to Leda. And then get out of the way. Titan's constructing. Miranda has constructed the first shuttle. Ready to go. Got a bit of fuel. Equip tool pod. Now we need to go build ground stations to get the resources. Because we really are resource constrained more than production constrained. We're going to have 10 factories, but it's really the amount of resources we're pumping out. And, you know, there's only so much we're getting per turn, basically. That's why we're going so hard into this ridiculous strategy. Alright. So, Miranda, we have to build that base. Leda, it's going to take a little while. Ganymede is going to take a little while. Titan, about 10 turns. And we've got to remember to start building shuttles there in a second. We dropped off everything on Phoebe. Yeah, I think I've got everything set up now other than the bases and building all the stuff. So what does Miranda need to build to get started? We've got the derricks, R-frame. It's going to need one more supply pod, or I could drop one off, but I can build one supply pod. And then after that, it's like straight to drones. What I might want to do on Miranda is maybe pick up the spare derricks and send it somewhere else, but we'll see how much time there is after that. So for now, we've got a few days with nothing else needed. We're going to build our ground station. We'll go check on other things in a second. It's a difficult balance between trying to like do things in order. Like if we just follow the shuttle around, it makes a lot more sense what the heck we're doing. But it's a waste of time because we're not ordering our other things around. At least with the automated ships, it's not so bad. Alright. Station complete. Now, it doesn't actually produce anything until we get the rigs down there, and that's what we're trying to rush. Dock. Pick up the rigs. Drop the rigs off. Equip them all. Bring the rest back up for later. And that will be Miranda Online. Now, we need to set up the shuttle. And there might be one more thing I forgot to build. Yeah, ACC. Auto cargo computer. I forgot about that. After you build one supply pod, one auto cargo computer. Except places that need R-frames. There's a few things to build. Okay, hold on. We're not fully automated yet, let's just be clear. Still got ways to go. 2 R-frames, bunch of derricks. R-frames complete, derricks complete. Everything is complete. You can start building your battle drones and start building your resources. Not a lot of fuel, to be honest. Alright, I might just do the shuttles one at a time, because switching back and forth is going to be just stupid. Like, it's more efficient to do them all in parallel, but I'm not actually a computer, and I don't want to back and forth. Like, that's kind of the problem here, is I'm spending too much time multitasking. It's a lot easier to do things sequentially, even if it wastes in-game time. You know, you can probably follow along us building this base a lot better if I just do it all in a row like this. Buy a clickbot. That would probably not be quite enough for this game. Alright, so bases are set up on Miranda and Titan. Let's do a little review here. No, we got... Unload the derricks, equip a supply pod. Hopefully, what we need to do is unload the Admiral, equip the ACC, and now we can start uploading iron. Well, we'll upload... I don't know if I care about the carbon. Well, we'll pick up everything for now, I guess. Iron, carbon, copper, platinum, silver, silica. Iron, carbon, copper, platinum, gold, silica. Maybe? Was that all the stuff? Iron, carbon, copper, platinum, gold, silica. Iron, carbon, copper, platinum, silver, silica. Almost. Iron, carbon, copper, platinum, silver, silica. Again, we're not going to have to do this for too much longer. This is just getting it started. I promise this won't last. This is the last kind of setup for the bases we're going to have to ever do. Okay. Miranda should be automated now. Hooray! We've already built 3 drones here. Nobody's at Miranda. I could have moved some derricks around. Titan should also be mostly automated. Let's see. Take that Admiral out. We don't... Oh, we've already got the ACC. Good. We gotta put the supply on. We don't have any supply pods. Sweet! Do we have derricks? We need one more derrick. It's gonna take a little bit. Ganymede. I should be building more things. You've got most of the stuff, but no R-frames. You're building it, but you're out of something. Platinum. See, this is the problem. If I had sent over the resources better, we would have already been building that. You've got 2 R-frames, but no derricks. So what we set up is auto derrick building and 1 supply pod. But we can start building the shuttle here. Or the resource station. This will be our next base that we build then on Leda. How's Phoebe doing? How is Phoebe? Got the R-frames, got the shuttle ready. Need the derricks. Alright, looks like the only base that didn't go according to plan was one of them. I forget which one. Ganymede was the only one that didn't go according to plan, so hopefully, like, I mean, I could double check here. Ganymede needs platinum. The Ganymede Autonomous has platinum, so in 8 days, you know, they'll get back on track. It's fine. Alright. We're gonna build some bases on the ground. We're gonna go Leda next. I'm not gonna do these in parallel. We're gonna do them sequentially. Wasting time, I know. After all this work to get things done as efficiently as possible, now I'm doing them in bad order. Hey there, David. Yeah, sorry about that. The bots are different on YouTube and Twitch. There's no way to automatically sync them up either. I'd have to be doing the same thing as this game to try to synchronize the 2 bot points together, which I'm not gonna do. Okay, we also don't have enough derricks here, so this is kind of a moot point. But that's the ground base for Leda, just needs the derricks. Ganymede has its first R-frame. Titan has got its derricks ready, so let's get this shuttle... let's get this base fully operational. Fully armed and operational. That's 2 bases fully. I'm a dummy. I did it again. The derricks are for something else. Oh, you mean the Twitch channel points? Yeah, no, those don't sync to anything. Alright, slow down. Recheck. I just did a real dumb maneuver there. Alright, what's going on? So, if you just click it, 8 derricks deployed, building drones, correct. We don't have a shuttle automated yet at Titan. Shuttle is idle because we didn't have supply pods to equip. We do now, which means we can automate it. So, titanium, carbon. For now, I don't care about fuel too much. Titanium, in fact, I don't care about carbon either. Titanium, palladium, platinum, silver. Titanium, palladium, platinum, silver, and then balance fuel. Alright. That means Titan is automated. Nothing more to do on Titan. Miranda is automated. Nothing more to do on... I could move some of their stuff somewhere else, but they're fine. Oh yeah, by the way, we've been researching. We've already researched the drone controller. They're very cheap, so don't worry about these. It's the drones that are expensive. Meanwhile, Ganymede, you need 1 more R-frame. And a bunch of derricks and a supply pod. And an ACC. Derricks, supply pod, ACC. In that order. You've got a shuttle, but you don't have a tool pod. You do have a tool pod. We need a supply pod for later. I need to build the base from here, which is something we'll do in a second. So Ganymedes needs one more R-frame and they can build their base. We've got the base built on Phoebe and Leda, but I don't think we've got the R-frames. Or no, we don't have the derricks. So they're building derricks. No, we're still building the base. I built Leda's. Now we're waiting for derricks. This is so complicated. We've got 2 derricks. We need lots more. And we'll need an ACC as well. All we need on Leda is 6 derricks and an ACC. The optimal strategy. Oh, save scum. No, we're not going to reload any of this stuff. Don't worry. This is fine. What kind of game is this? It's a bad game. It's a very bad game. It's an old Amiga game. I mean, it's supposed to be like resource management or something. It's just easier to say it's bad. Alright, another station operational. Okay, Phoebe's got operational ground. Got 3 derricks. We should get that supply pod and ACC queued up. So Titan is done. We should be building drones when we can. Miranda is done building drones. Ganymedes needs to build that base. And Leda needs to build those derricks. Okay. We are getting closer. I know it seems like we've just spent the last hour and a half doing nothing. Which might be true. But you gotta get the full experience. We need that R-frame. Okay, shuttle. This is the last R-frame. Let's make sure everyone's building the right stuff. Derricks. Supply pod ACC ready to go. 3 more derricks ready to go. 2 more derricks. I think they still need the ACC unless I already equipped it. I did not. Don't forget. Oh, it's already queued up. Okay. Good. Titan. Operational. Shuttle active. Miranda, shuttle active. Now, they're going to run out of resources, especially early on right now. We don't have enough resources to build the drones until things start moving around. But we've got the ships on auto-transport, so it'll get there. Okay, we're just waiting for... nothing. We're going to build the last base. Station operational. Now, we're just waiting for derricks. We don't actually need admirals to send down derricks. You just need the admirals to build, like the pilots are just needed to build the actual ground bases. So I should unequip them once I'm done, basically. Alright. We're just waiting on the last couple derricks now. This is the last one. And then to drones. This guy's gonna need quite a few more. This is the last one. Alright, let's send it down. Turn this base online. Such excitement. Okay, and then full power. And then back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry, we've only spent 150 days getting this stuff set up. It's good though. Overall, this is helpful for the war. You'll see. You'll see. You will all see one day how helpful this is for our war front. Alright. ACC's on. Iron, titanium, copper, palladium, gold, silica. There's a lot of stuff on this planet. Lada's very nice. Iron, titanium, copper. Let's just do it in waves. Iron, titanium, copper. And then palladium, gold, maybe silica. I don't know. I'd say the other stuff is so much more important than silica. It doesn't really matter. Alright. What base was that? It's ready to go. That was Leda. Leda's active producing drones. Phoebe should be next. Ganymede's still building derricks. Okay. 2 left. Okay. Engage rigging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Factorial is what this is really prepping me for. I hear the full version of Factorial is supposed to come out like in September or something this year. That's going to be the true follow-up to this series. Supplies. This is 4 out of 5 basically set up. Iron, titanium. We'll bring some carbon up from here, I guess. Iron, titanium, carbon. Gold, silica. Balance fuel. Engage. Alright. And construct drones. Derricks. Look at all this. We're almost done. Ganymede. One more derrick. Then turn it off. Switch to drones. Let's watch it get built. Boom. Derricks. The last one. Such hype. This whole episode has just been about getting these 5 bases built, and I had it all done ahead of time. I had at least 50% of the work was done before we even started recording. And it still took however long it's been. Like an hour and a half. Very nice, Luke. You got a radar dish. I played a lot of Factorial back when it was in first, whatever, early access or whatever they call it. I haven't played it in a while, though. Been kind of waiting for the full launch. Alright. Iron, titanium, aluminum. Iron, titanium, aluminum. Platinum, silica. Platinum, silica, fuel. Go! We have full automation! Woohoo! Everything is automated. It only took 120 days, and we've got 10 bases. We've only been recording for an hour and a half. The first 20-30 minutes of the stream was just making sure the audio worked and stuff, whatever. Making sure the chatbot worked. Okay, how are we looking for actual stocks? While we were busy building all of the stations, the first 5 bases built me 5 times 25. 125 drones. But Miranda already built 19 and Titan already built 10. We're already, like, even only 120 days in, and we have another 100 to 200 to go before the war starts for real, I think. Even even if you didn't build these 5 bases, this was a really nice start. But the quicker we can get to 1 ship with 200, the better. So that's what we're going to start doing now, is start talking combat. We're going to end this episode for the future tubers. You saved it like 100 times. Speaking of saving. LP 10 bases, I'm going to call it. Alright. Just in case. Let's end the future tubers here, and then next time we're going to build our drone carriers and get to war. Now that it's automated, every 5 days, assuming there's enough resources, we build another drone. So you just click through a little bit. Now, we don't want to go too far because we need to actually go to war. But we're getting drones like crazy. Such automation. Next time, war and better automation, hopefully. See you later. Thanks for watching. You know the drill.